What's up everyone, my name is Sangolongo and welcome to this video. Alright, week 3 is officially done and this one felt different. The reading habit, it took off. I stopped counting at 10 pages. Some mornings I read 15, some 25 just because I wanted to. I kept my one sentence streak perfect. And then on Friday morning, I turned the last page of Atomic Habits by James Clear. I actually finished the book for the first time in years. And I wasn't expecting a wave of emotion that came with it. Not fireworks, nothing dramatic, just this quiet, grounded feeling of I said I do this, and I did it from start to finish. That feeling is worth more than any single habit. So let me break down week 3 properly. What happened, what the book taught me, and why finishing something changes you in ways you don't expect. Let me give you the stats because I'm a bit of a nerd for tracking now. Reading every single day, no exceptions. But here's what changed. I stopped treating 10 pages as the ceiling. It became the floor. Most mornings I read 15 or 20 pages. One morning I read 30 because I was so close to the end of the book. That's the magic of small habits, by the way. They don't just build consistency, they build momentum. Once you're in motion, going further feels natural, not forced. The sentence habit, perfect streak. Every day one sentence in my notebook. That's 21 sentences now. When I flip back through them, I can see my moods across the week. Some sentences are practical, some are poetic, some are just that one line that made me pause. It has become a little map of my inner life. Evening saves, none this week. Every single reading session happened in the morning with coffee before the world got loud. That felt like real progress. The habit has found its natural home. I want to linger on the moment of finishing the book because I think we rush past these moments too quickly. Friday morning, coffee in my hand, maybe 30 pages left. I could have stopped at 10. That was the commitment. But I was so close and I was genuinely enjoying it. So I kept going, page by page, chapter by chapter, and then the last page. I closed the book, put my hand on the cover, and just sat there for a minute. The room was quiet. The sun was coming through the window. And I felt this. I don't know how to describe it. Not pride exactly, more like a quiet sense of completion. Like I'd kept a promise to myself that I've been breaking for years. You have to understand this. I used to finish books all the time as a teenager, and it was normal. But somewhere in adulthood, I started buying books, starting them, and then stopping. Life got in the way, screens louder, my attention got chopped into little pieces. So finishing this one book, just one, felt like a small rebellion against that version of me. The version who starts things and doesn't finish them. And the best part, it didn't make me want to stop. It made me want to immediately pick up the next book. I've already chosen it. That momentum, that hunger is exactly what I was hoping for when I started this whole journey. Since I finished Atomic Habits, I want to share a few of the ideas that have genuinely stuck with me, not as theory, but as the things that I've actually been doing. 1. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. This is the line that made me start with 10 pages, instead read 50 books this year. Goals are inspiring, but systems are what carry you on days when inspiration is nowhere to be found. My system is coffee, then book, then notebook. This has carried me through tired mornings, busy mornings, even one chaotic evening. It works because it's tiny and automatic. 2. Every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. This one hit me hard. Every morning I read, I'm not just consuming words. I'm casting a vote. I'm saying I'm a reader. I am someone who follows through. I am someone who starts their day intentionally. After 21 days, that's 21 votes. And I can feel the identity shifting underneath me, like tectonic plates moving slowly. 3. Habit stacking is almost cheating. I started reading right after making my coffee. That's a habit stack. Attach a new habit to an existing one. Coffee, book, sentence. After 3 weeks, I don't even think about it anymore. Coffee is made, my hand reaches for the book. No willpower required. 4. The most important habit is showing up. James talked about never missing twice. That's what saved me on the evening I read at 21 hours. I missed the morning, but I didn't miss the day. 1 miss is a sleep, 2 misses is the beginning of a new pattern. This week, I didn't miss a single morning, but I know if I do, I'll just do it later. 5. Environment design matters more than willpower. I moved my phone to the other side of the room at night. I put my book on the table next to my bed where I sit in the morning. Small changes to my environment made the good habit easier and the bad habit harder. That's not weakness. That's being smart about how our brain works. Let me be honest about the changes I'm noticing after 21 days. Some are practical, some are harder to name. My mornings are unrecognizable. I used to wake up and immediately reach for my phone, scroll, check notifications, let the world's noise into my head before I'd even had a sip of water. Now I wake up, make coffee, and read. The phone doesn't get touched for at least an hour. The difference in my stress levels is night and day. I feel more patient. This one surprised me. Reading first thing seems to slow down my whole nervous system. I'm less reactive during the day, less likely to snap, less likely to get anxious over small things. It's like the book gives my brain a gentle landing pad before the chaos begins. I'm proud of myself in a quiet way. Not the loud show-off kind of pride, the kind that sits in your chest and says, you're doing it. You're actually doing it. That feeling builds on itself, each day adding a brick. I want to read more. Finishing Atomic Habits didn't feel like an ending, it felt like a beginning. I've already picked my next book and I'm excited to start it. That excitement, that genuine appetite for learning is something I thought I'd lost. But here's the reality check. I still scroll too much sometimes. I still have days where I feel tired and unmotivated. I still reach for my phone out of habit more often than I'd like to. I haven't become a different person in 3 weeks. But the difference is that the reading habit is now stronger than the phone habit in the morning. And that's a win. One small win stacked on top of another. Here's something I've been turning over in my mind this week. I started this whole journey thinking I needed to change everything. My health, my work, my mindset, my habits, and I still want all those things. But what I'm learning is that change doesn't happen by attacking everything at once. It happens by choosing one thing, one tiny, almost embarrassing small thing. Reading 10 pages a day sounded so simple that I almost dismissed it. That won't change my life, I thought. But here is what I didn't understand. The pages themselves are not the point. The point is proving to yourself day after day that you can show up. And once you've proved that, once you've cast 21 votes for a new identity, you start to believe it. And once you believe it, bigger changes don't feel scary anymore. Finishing Atomic Habits didn't just teach me about habits, it showed me that I am capable of finishing things, that I am someone who follows through, and that belief, not the book, not the pages, but the belief is the real transformation. For week 4, I'm keeping the same 2 habits, reading every morning, no page minimum this time, just reading, plus 1 sentence in my notebook. But I'm also going to start my next book. I've chosen How to Win Friends and Influence People by Carnegie. No pressure to finishing it quickly, just 10 pages a day, 1 sentence at a time. No new habits yet. I want this reading practice to feel completely automatic like breathing before I add anything else. Slow and steady, that's the whole philosophy now. If you're watching this and you've ever struggled to finish a book or any project, I want you to know that you're not alone. And the solution isn't more motivation or more discipline. It's smaller steps. Pick something so small you can't fail. 10 pages, 1 sentence, 2 minutes meditation. Just show up. And when you finish something, even something small, take a moment to actually feel proud. You've earned it. I'd love to know, what's the last book you finished? Or what's one small habit that's actually stuck with you? And if you've read Atomic Habits, what was the one idea that stayed with you? Drop it in the comment section. I read every single one. Thanks for being here. This community keeps me going more than you know. My name is Sangulungu, and I'll see you in the next video.